My lords, it's a pleasure to follow the noble Lord, the Earl of Devon, and his powerful contribution. And indeed, I must begin by thanking the noble Lord, Lord Knight of Weymouth, for all of his work on this bill, and indeed his powerful and persuasive introduction to it today. I had possibly the best possible introduction I could have had to this, unexpectedly doing Learning with the Lords this morning, 2 sessions. And as I was speaking to those young people, I said what I very often do, which is, I'm sorry. On behalf of my generation, I'm sorry for your generation about what a mess we've made of things. And one of the underlying causes behind that is that we've had an education system that failed to explain to people. We've had indeed a whole academic system that really failed to understand the nature of the world, the physical limits of this one fragile planet. But we now have the knowledge. We have to ensure that's available to everyone. Now, one of the pupils from Birkenshale Middle School in Worcester asked me a very good question. She said, "How can you lords represent me?" And of course, the answer is we can't. None of us know what it is like to be a 14-year-old today. And you think about what that 14-year-old life experience is like. We have to equip those young people with the knowledge and skills to work together with all of the generations to actually build a society that works, that functions, that's truly sustainable. And I want particularly in this bill to commend the focus on care. The bill encourages a notion of care for oneself, for others, for the planet. And I think that's such a contrast to the way our education system has been directed now, which is towards competition, towards exams. This bill is a step in the direction of something different. Now, I speak in lots of schools, colleges and universities, and I spend in pre-COVID times lots of times with climate strikers. Lots of young people have managed to educate themselves. Lots of teachers managed to squeeze in the gaps between all of that exam preparation, all of that essential cramming, space to have speakers like me, to have debates, to get students engaged and involved. But that's in the gaps. My lords, this has to be central. And we look at lots of good work that's being done by the RSPB, reaching 200,000 pupils a year, Oxfam, 900,000 pupils, Reboot the Future, reaching 15,000 teachers a year. These are good schemes, but they cannot be enough. We need legislation. We need a national change in approach to the understanding that we can live within this physical limits of this one fragile planet. We have to, but that requires a cooperative understanding of the nature of our world.